Всем привет! С вами вновь JB и Вестник Андрасты, а также нас сегодня очень много. Это Солос, Защитник Кирквала, Гард Хоук, Кассандра, Серый Страж непонятный, Дориан и Верховная Жрица Жустиния. Ну, мне так кажется, что это не она, но пофиг. Если это не она, то это предсказуемо. Если это она, то тоже какая-то хрень. Ну, окей, она говорит, что тут какой-то кошмар живет, который наши забрал воспоминания. И да, мы находимся в тени, и нам нужно восстановить свои воспоминания. 4 кусочка собрать. Вот первый. Беги, пока можешь, предупреди их. Чё? Как бы это мне не очень помогло. Почему именно вы? Кто вы? Что?
Bring forth the sacrifice.
Придите жертву. Окей, я, кажется, все вспомнил. Почему обязательно должна быть в игре амнезия? Но это корифей пытает Джустинию. Придурки.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me!
What's going on here?
So, your mark did not come from Andraste. It came from the orb Corypheus used in his ritual.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
So this is what? An accident? A random ricochet in the middle of a fight?
And if it was?
If it was, then neither the Maker nor Andraste were in any way involved in this. I'm just...
If you believe in the Maker, then you believe he made this world, and everything in it, including your accident. And if you do not, then nothing has changed. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
Я приготовлю дорогу.
Something troubles you, Hawk.
Those were Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
I assumed he had taken their minds, as you have seen him do before. Come, we can argue after we escape this dark place.
Oh, I intend to.
Could that truly have been the most holy?
We have survived in the Fade physically. Perhaps she did as well. Or, if it is a spirit that identifies so strongly with Justinia, that it believes it is her, how can we
Как
say
гвардейский поезд, что за
No
бред?
demon would have been so helpful without asking something in return.
And what of the demon she mentioned? This nightmare sounds dangerous.
it is a fear demon, as I suspected, likely drawing on terrors related to the Blight. Fear is a very old, very strong feeling. It predates love, pride, compassion, every emotion, save perhaps desire.
We have a visitor. Some foolish little boy comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from his shoulders. You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think that pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel? The only one who grows stronger from your fears is me.
Страх сновидцев. Найти другой страх. Чё, бля, происходит? Тень. Найти другой страх. Найдите доказательства жизни.
So by all means, let me return what you have forgotten.
Найти доказательства жизни. Чё? Какого хрена? Покажите его землевладельцу. Чё, блядь, за хрень? Кто такой землевладелец? Подожди. Я туда? Не туда. Очень не туда, что ли, куда-то? Да тоби барабашки. Найдите свет во тьме. Сейчас прикалываешься, что ли, это тебя? Ой, бля.
That's not normal, is it?
Найдите свет во тьме. Чё за бред? Найдите свет во тьме. Окей. Загадки, загадки, загадки. Сюда, сюда. Бля, пузырится это все, пузырится, пузырится.
those things?
Это еще что? Это адовые пауки. Ну так-то они не адовые, но в данном случае адовые. То есть нам можно и туда сходить, и туда. Красный лириум. Снова красный лириум. Твою мать! Сука, чё, бля, пугать-то так?
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition. Greetings, Dorian. It is Dorian, isn't it? For a moment I mistook you for your father.
Как бы здесь тупик, да?
Your Inquisitor is a fraud, Cassandra. Yet more evidence there is no maker, that all your faith has been for naught.
Die in the void, demon.
Чё, про Солоса скажешь что-нибудь, нет? Типа все тут тупик, что ли? На Дориана он накатил бочку, на Солоса. На Солоса не катит бочку. Солос предатель?
Ma Herelan, Mabanal Inasalin, Marsolas
А вот
Inamardin.
Солос.
Bunal Nadas.
А по-человечески? Что за бочечка? А вот и на Солоса бочку накатил. Хм. А если бы я других взял, интересно?
Did you think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a...
Those were little fears. Tiny manifestations spawned from the nightmare itself.
And they take the form of spiders. Something so many fear.
Spiders? I see maggots crawling in filth.
Remember, we walk in the Fade. Deep.
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape.
Слышь, Жустине, успокойся, я тут так-то занят немножко. Я искал немножко другую хрень. Да все, успокойтесь. Тут, типа, немножко загадки собираюсь. Подожди с воспоминаниями. Тут вот есть что-то. Что-то вот тут есть у нас. Найди способность уничтожить судьбу. Чё? Не здесь где-то, да? Тихо. Подожди. Твою мать, загадка. Найдите способ уничтожить судьбу. Найдите способ уничтожить судьбу. И какой способ уничтожить судьбу? Типа туда нам нельзя, да? Ага, она там. Ну окей. Будем опять воспоминания собирать.
Go!
Keep running!
Опять очередные воспоминания.
This is the bridge back in Haven. That's how I escaped.
The demon!
Keep running!
Ah!
It was you. They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me. And then she died.
Это и есть кошмар.
Yes.
So this creature is simply a spirit.
I think we all knew that was the case, Warden.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
А Кассандра опять нет где-то. И...
Are you her? Did you linger here to help me instead of passing on?
If that is the story you wish to tell, it is not a bad one.
What we do know is that the mortal divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
As I said, the Grey Wardens responsible for that crime were under the control of Corypheus. We can discuss this further once we return to Adamant.
Yes, Adamant, where the Inquisition faces an army of demons raised by the Wardens.
How dare you judge us? You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. Even without the influence of Corypheus, the Wardens go too far. They need to be checked.
Agreed. The Wardens may once have served a greater good, but they are far too dangerous now.
The Wardens are a risk. Send them away before they cause even more trouble.
They might still be useful. What if Corypheus conjures another blight? You never know.
Sweet Maker, could both of you please shut up? We can argue once we've escaped from the giant fear demon.
Inquisitor,
Ебанутые
The
балбесы.
nightmare has found us.
Вот.
Form up! I'm with you.
Дегенерат.
Come, real or not, the Divine is the key to escaping from the Fade.
Так, нам надо найти херотень
Warden
был.
Stroud, how must it feel to devote your whole life to the Wardens, only to watch them fall? Or worse, to know that you were responsible for their destruction. When the next blight comes, will they curse your name?
with the Maker's blessing, we will end this wretched beast.
Окей. Почему еще... Почему одна осталась? Чё за бред? Да Я вот это отслеживать просил. Мы здесь, я рад за
Do you
вас.
think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it. They are bound all through me.
Да под... Можем пойти сюда. Собственно, куда нам и надо, да? Как я понимаю. Можем пойти наверх. Вдруг нам наверх надо? Не, серьезно, вдруг нам наверх и надо? Там вон какие-то демонюги шароебятся.
Faster, vast, but that's a big one. It wants our fear. Deny it and it has nothing.
Так, здесь что-то есть. Да сдохни уже. Покажите игрушку ребенку. Чё? Опять пауки. Ну чё, назад, типа, вернемся назад и там не спустимся. Тут какие-то руны две. Что это за... Подожди, чё за зажгите огни? Зажгите огни и... Типа что-то не так? Не так. Так. Горит. Не горит. Горит. Твою мать. Стой на месте. Дориан. Так, Дориан, стой на месте. Кассандра. Дориан, сука, куда пошел? Кассандра. Стой на месте. Дориан. Стой на месте. Так, подожди. Так. Твою мать. Не там. Чш. Да ёптыть. Не понял. Твою мать. Уйди. Чё, бля? Шароебился. Все придурки идете за мной. Так, нам еще одну загадку надо разгадать. Долбоящая. Это что? Загадка. Все, нехер стрелять.
Hard to trust my footing in this place.
Дориан, искушение, Кассандра, беспомощность, Сэра, небытие. И тут кто? Солос, смерть в одиночестве. Варикс, Виген, несообразительный, железный бык, безумие, это чё? Так лично. Какого отчаяния. Соберитесь, тряпки. Там вон какая-то лодка плавает. Получить награду установиться. Это что ли? Чё там за кучка дебилоидов? Типа отсюда нету выхода, серьезно? Надо было идти вниз, да? Вот дегенераты. Изначально надо было идти вниз, а потом идти вверх, и все, и по пути... По уму было. Нет, сука, мы же через пень-колоду все всегда делаем. Идем куда надо идти, чтобы развернуться, пойти куда не надо идти, чтобы потом снова развернуться и пойти куда надо. Кто так делает? Только JB может так делать. Дебилоид. Чё там у нас пришло опять? Давай, шагай. Мы выберемся в конце концов из этой тени или нет? Я не хочу, Джустиния, с тобой разве. Типа пока мы демонов отстреливаем, сила барьера. О, там вон жердячик идет. Мы его должны что, как-то усиливать, или мы наоборот должны сломать его? Ты так-то в курсе, что ты стреляешь, дебил, не туда, куда нужно? А даже пока мы никого не бьем, барьер, я думал, за счет демонов. Хватит в землю стрелять уже. Все, барьер сломался, пошли. Доберитесь до взрыва и выберитесь из тени. Подожди, нам тут должен... Нам тут должны подарок дать. Схроны. Ну, сука, вот эта хуйня, что это за хуйня вылезла?
If you would, please tell Liliana. I am sorry. I fell for you too.
А, я думал, мне придется бить эту хуйню. А нет, придется. А серый страж, сука, ебанутый стоит. А нет, побежал наконец-то.
You will die in agony.
Серьезно?
You are nothing.
Слышь, ты куда делся? Ну-ка. Да подожди, где это хуйло? Да, бля, хуйло покажите мне. Опять спрятал.
I grow fat on your fear.
Где?
You cannot stand against me.
Съебись. Ну,
We
сука.
need to clear a path. Go. I'll cover you.
No, you were right. The Grey Wardens caused this. A warden must...
A warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
Хоук. Страут. Неожиданный такой поворот. Хоук или Страут? Серый страж, опять Страут. Ну, Хоука мы знаем давно, а Страут.
Stroud.
Inquisitor, it has been an honor. For the Warden!
Что, сука, этот еблан с мечом сделал? Можно было бы Вивьен оставить. Я бы Вивьен оставил. Она вообще бесполезна. Или быка. Реально быка бы оставил. Потому что бык еблан. Не знаю почему. Я его даже никогда не брал, но все равно он мне не нравится, потому что он еблан. Ничего, бля, там происходит опять.
She was right. Without the nightmare to control them, the mages are free. And Corypheus loses his demon army. Though as far as they're all concerned, the Inquisitor broke the spell with the blessing of the Maker.
Once they understand what really happened.
Honestly, after all the death they've seen, perhaps it would be better to let them believe the legend.
Inquisitor, the Archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons. We stand ready to help make up for Clarel's tragic mistake. Where is Stroud?
Warden Stroud died, striking a blow against a servant of the Blight. We will honor his sacrifice, and remember how he exemplified the ideals of the Grey Wardens, even as Corypheus and his servants tried to destroy you all from within.
Inquisitor, we have no one left of any significant rank. What do we do now?
You stay and do whatever you can to help. Stroud died for the ideals of the Wardens. In war, victory. And we are still at war. Do you believe the Wardens can still help?
I do, your worship.
You're still vulnerable to Corypheus, and possibly his Venatori. But there are plenty of demons that need killing.
After all that, you give them yet another chance?
While they do that, I'll inform the Wardens at Weishaupt what's happened. Best they not get caught off guard.
Thank you, your worship. We will not fail you.
Что вам не нравится? Нам любой балбес пригодится.
Good luck, Inquisitor. It's been an honor. And take care of Varric for me.
Окей. Те, кто был низвергнут, демоны, якобы боги, стали нашептывать людям из гробниц своих в недрах земли. Чё? Погребальная песня. Надеюсь, никаких побочных заданий нам больше не дадут. Ну и что там опять?
Hawk sent me one final report. He's on his way to Weishaupt. As for the Grey Wardens, they are fighting demons and Red Templars while staying clear of Venatori. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
Окей.
We owe much of that to Stroud. And to the Divine.
Yes. You took an army from Corypheus, but that will matter little if Orlais falls into chaos. All arrangements have been made for the ball in Halam Shiral. Let us know when you are ready to proceed.
I'll go as soon as I am able.
Good. Cullen, Josephine and I will discuss the best way to gain an audience with the Empress. Speak with us when you are ready.
Хорошо.
What was she like? Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report.
Вы еще и отчеты пишете, ой, какие.
She seemed calm, serene even. And she guided us the whole way through.
That does sound like her.
She did ask me to tell you something though. She said, I'm sorry. I failed you too.
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you.
Типа все, ты не хочешь с нами разговаривать? Ну и пожалуйста. Я найду кучу дебилов, которых захотят со мной поговорить. Не хочет. Поручен кровослед. Чё, бля, за хуйня? Кровослед. Огненный кинжал. Хуйня. Доспехи. Шлем. Шляпа разведчика. Солос с нами не хочет говорить, Варик. О.
I knew Stroud, you know, not well. He led the Wardens near Kirkwall. Not many people knew who he was, but the man was a hero when it mattered. He wasn't the first good man to fall to Corypheus. He won't be the last. This story's no good for heroes.
You must be glad that Hawk made it back in one piece.
Yeah, closest thing I've ever seen to a miracle there. Oh, Hawk asked me to tell everyone back in Kirkwall where he's going. I'll have to let Carver know. I'm sure he'll take it well. I'd better write some letters. Excuse me.
Ну да, погрустим, что мы Серого Стража слили. Ты... Чё там? Суд идет, точно, Виноторы. Ладно. Сядем. Виноторы посудим. Сука, ебанутого этого.
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
Many places felt the pain of Adamant. You will answer for a great deal.
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear. Not just Corypheus, but Tevinter, rightful ruler of every piece of ground you trod in your pathetic life. I serve the living God. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
Although willing, there is a group you have wronged more than any. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium. The Wardens can have you. Let them take your head, if they want it.
Their petty justice or yours, it matters not. Truth lies in the next world.
Ебанутый фанатик. Что я могу сказать? Ебанутый фанатик. Еще что ли? А еще кого судить мы собрались? Еще кто там?
Another of the lingering pains of Adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
You're very serious about this. Is more death the answer?
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
The Inquisition stands for faith. Our work has greater purpose. Sometimes we need a reminder. So, Ruth, the Herald of Andraste forgives you in her name. Find peace in that.
Your worship, I will try.
Все, надеюсь. Мне еще надо поговорить с членами команды и данную часть заканчивать. С вашими балбесами разбираться. Судиловка. Ставка командования. Окей, пошли, Жозефина. Ставка командования. Там где-то сэр Рут. Сэр... Так это чё? Кален. Союзы, растопить лед. Чё?
Cold, I imagine. Why? If the red lyrium continues to grow, the cold will be the least of his problems.
Сука, сколько всего опять появилось нового, вот стоило раз пройти.
Let's see what we have.
Что у нас здесь еще есть? Школа магов. А где сэр... Ой, бля, здесь. Серьезно, что ли? Ну, пойдем поговорим с членами команды. Пока с ними говорим, Кален вернется. 9-минутка. 9-минутка отсутствует Жозефина. Заданий-то нет у нас больше, только путь Инквизитора и злые глаза, злые сердца. Чё, блядь, здесь? Чё пришла?
What? We've an interesting development, Inquisitor. A petition from citizens of Val Royal. They wish to know what Andraste said to you in the Fade.
They think she spoke to me.
Even Leliana can't trace the rumor's origin. It may be expedient to respond to those asking for Andraste's words.
It's not Andraste who saved me.
Few people outside Skyhold know it was Divine Justinia who delivered you from the Fade. You could attempt to tell Val Royal citizens the truth, though it may not be as inspiring as they hope.
Okay.
These petitioners, Andraste said she cares for us, always as she walks by the Maker's side.
A fine sentiment. We will have it proclaimed in Val Royal. Yes?
How do you stay so civil with everyone, Josephine?
Bonds of circumstance among the nobility are fickle. Civility is the only constant everyone admires. And I do deplore rudeness in those who know better.
Does it even become a strain sometimes?
Well, it can be trying. There is no shortage of self-regard among the nobility. The game can be wearying, discouraging, and extremely painful. But honestly, I'd miss meeting people. I've made the most fascinating friends.
One good thing about becoming Inquisitor has been meeting so many different people.
I'm pleased. I imagine we appear a strange bunch to those outside our circle. Mages, Templars, Seekers, and an apostate elf are not often found working in harmony. Or at all.
До свидания, Жозефина. Так, окей. Жозефина, Варик, Солос, Лилиана. Кто еще у нас здесь есть? The Inquisition. Вот это баба Вивенка.
You walked physically through the Fade. Please tell me what you remember.
I was physically in the Fade at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, too. You didn't ask about that.
Darling, you didn't remember anything. Questioning you would have hardly been productive. No one else has physically entered the Fade since the Magisters assaulted the Golden City. Oh, I'm positively envious right now. How may I help you?
Давай, до свидания. Шш. Где этот Дориан? Дориан, ебанутый.
You have remarkably little here on early to winter history.
Вот веришь, нет, мне насрать.
Gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
If I knew what you were looking for, I could help you.
You? I rather
Да
doubt
пошел ты.
I apologize. That was unworthy. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
What else could it be about? What happened at Adamant, of course.
Чё надо?
We went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
Stroud is gone.
The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. To be the only real thing there, beyond description. That any of us made it out alive is difficult to believe. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison,
that's not exactly comforting, Dorian.
nor should it be. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus' real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
Wish me luck. Пошел вон. Задать Дориан имя врага. Что, бля, за наследница опять?
The Inquisitor. The Inquisitor.
Лиана что-то хочет.
Inquisitor. I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven, the Fade, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
She knew it was either her or me. She wanted me to live.
Of course. Of course she did. That's just like her. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
I'm sorry, Liliana. That was it.
There are no answers in the Fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
И куда Лилиана свалила?
I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
Так, окей.
I'll leave you.
Так. Кален. 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 Так, нет. Тут с нами больше никто не хочет разговаривать, да? Так, Кален, 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 Кален. Не понял прикола. Потом...
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentagast.
Где? Кассандра и Кален. Узнать, о чем говорит Кассандра и Кален. И где, сука? Кассандра и Кален. Сука, где эти балбесы? Так, где, сука, этот Коул? Коул. Кто такой Тран? Что тебе надо? Узнать, о чем говорит Кален и Кассандра. Так, Блэкволл. Сука, на второй этаж залезешь. Это же Блэкволл. Блэкволл. А, он, сука, стоит. Совсем, что здесь, где нужен. Травосек.
Someone I knew once described adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. I'm told her wardens never wavered. They went to their deaths willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
We stopped him. We saved most of the Wardens.
But not all of them. And they died thinking they were doing something good. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
Don't think of what went wrong. Think of their intentions, their sacrifice. Honor their selflessness.
Clarel made mistakes, but she was a great woman. And she died a great woman. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a Warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
Все, Блэкволл, не хочешь? Слышь, Блэкволл, ты заколебал бегать туды-сюда, туды-сюда.
Yes.
Давай поговорим потом. У меня еще куча народа, еще и Кассандра где-то с Калином зашароебились. Так, кто у нас? Кол, Бык, Сэра и Кассандра с Калином. Кол, Бык, Сэра и Кассандра с Калином. Угу. Вон эти долбоящеры замышились. Кассандра отдельно? Чё быча расскажет нам? И что это было? А, мы новую песню собрали? Бычара. А, что-то скажет тоже. Вот как без тебя, бычара, а?
Again. Again. Come on. This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen.
Ну все, ты раздраконил Кассандру.
Perhaps you can take over.
Qunari training exercise to master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant. Sounded big.
All right.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
Bull, if you're scared of demons...
Less talking, more hitting.
Я могу.
Piece of fade, piece of crap. And who killed you? That's right. Iron fucking Bull. I needed that. Thanks, boss.
Are you sure you don't want to talk about it?
We just did.
Верните меня обратно, твою мать. От какого хера бык? Где этот Коул долбоящий? Ладно, сэра.
Heard what went on in that Fade thing. What you think went on. Can't even start to believe that business.
I think a lot of people are having trouble with what went on there.
People going on about visions and piss when real people are gone. Dead, probably. Stroud, yeah? Lost a serious moustache there. And in trade, a busted down bunch of wardens. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
It must have been rough living through the Blight.
Someone yells Darkspawn, and then nothing happens for a long time. Then wardens show up and take your stuff. Or, you know, some prick noble takes your stuff because wardens may ask for it. Then you steal it back. So whatever. The first ones in line to screw everyone weren't Darkspawn. That's all I'm saying. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the Adamant ones. Need more like him.
Куда? Чё?
You have a problem. That over there is a full tavern, but everyone's drinking alone. They're all up their own arses about the Inquisition. I can't have fun with everybody whinging, and they'll fall on their swords before Corypheus can push them. I'm thinking pranks. Set a few up, knock a few down. You win or not?
You have an odd idea of preparation. I need to keep them at their best.
What's best then, Mopey? Constantly ready for death to fall from the gaping hole up there. I know people. Pissed off and fired up is better than dreary bleary. Come on.
Just you and me. You know, I would like that.
Don't get excited. You're not my thing.
Your thing is not my thing. You still coming or not?
Lead the way.
What, really?
Really?
I knew you were different. Let's go.
Чё, бля, надо, сэра?
Right, general appetite is gone. Have a search about. Find something to mess with. Give... What, the desk? Oh, yes. Center of the Empire and all that. What to do, what to do.
All right, Sarah. What do you want to do?
Thing looks heavy. Don't want to move or break it. I got it. Easy one. Just a slip or something under here. There, won't notice much, but it's just that little bit wonky. He's so in control that'll piss him royally. I tell one of the soldiers and boom, the general seems like people. And since he works for you, you seem like people. Come on, next one. Right, little lady prissy pants. Have a look for something she likes too much. What, just the door? Where she greets every important idiot. Yes.
Well, Sarah, what do you have in mind?
Get a bucket. Classic, yeah? 5 minutes of sloppy boss gets you weeks of happy kitchen staff. Except for the one who cleans it up, I suppose. But whatever. Next stop.
Жесткий стёб.
What's that? A locked... No, leave that. Not interested in her hidden things. Not for just a bit of fun. Maybe... feed her messengers something gassy? No, birds don't part. But they flap and...
Who is up there?
Go!
That was fun. An inquisitor of the people, still remembering you're one of them. If all they got was the herald stuff, the serious bit, you'd start to sound pretty scary. That works, but not for long.
I should be someone they can look up to and respect.
You their leader or their daddy? Maybe some of them want that, I suppose. Up to you. Oh, herald of everything. Anyway, fun time, Inquisitor. You! Oh, frig. You did it!
Wardens harm their own and fall to mortal failings.
You're doing good work, boss. I like how this Inquisition is coming. Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
See you later.
Nice talk.
Так, подожди, бык.
How you
Что
doing?
надо? Хочешь выпить?
You said we should go get...
Yeah. Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship, I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
Do you prefer Creme or Cremisius?
Crem's faster. The chief's nicknames usually end up sticking.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, Chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Who are the others?
A lot of the Chargers went looking off for stronger drinks. Let's see, who's left? We've got Rocky and Skinner there. And over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
You've got a good company, Bull.
Ah, we do all right.
Man can beat the Chargers, cause what hits you where it hurts. Unless you know what's happened with loose cards and looser skirts. For every bloody battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, our horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team. I can't understand how those women in the kitchen can be awake so early after the night we had.
Пока, чувак. Так, 2 песни еще надо. Так. Ты.
Inquisitor, a title hard to rhyme. Forgive me my distraction. My name is Meredith, a humble bard.
Давай, до свидания, Барт. Так, кто у нас? Кассандра. И Коул остались. Коул, сука, ебанутый балбес. Чё придумает? Куда пошли опять?
But you like demons. I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings. It isn't abuse if I ask. Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic. He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
Why would you want Solus to bind you?
So I'm safe. If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages, and then I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
We'll find a way to keep you safe without binding you, Cole.
I have a suggestion, if Cole is ready to listen. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summoned from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well.
Дай ему вот эту лапу свою.
Resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman. Good. They will not take me.
Твою мать. Чё, бля, надо? Вот ведь долбоящеры-то. Кучу заданий опять надавали. Ебанутые. Кассандра пишет.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Let me guess, you're composing a love poem.
I couldn't, not even if my life depended on it.
It's not that hard.
Yes, it is. Poetry takes finesse, it takes grace.
You think you don't have those things?
Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. It must be recorded.
Why should anyone care what historians think?
The original Inquisition did not care either, and history remembers them poorly. You may not be worried about your legacy now, but one day you might, and by then, it will be too late. I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the divine. I saw her there, heard her voice, yet I cannot claim with certainty it was really her. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her. Yet even so...
I believe it was the Divine. She helped us one last time.
I hope that's true. I want to believe it. When I realized we were physically in the Fade, I was terrified, almost beyond reason. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
Ну, серьезно, как мне отсюда выбраться так, что с этими балбесами не встретиться? Есть тут выход. Сука! И... узнать, о чем говорят Кассандра и Калин. И... это что?
You asked for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit... We will speak of this later.
And people say I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous. Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium?
Yes. He trusted your judgment on the matter.
He was not interested in my judgment today. Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused. It's not necessary. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Is there anything we can do to change his mind?
If anyone could, it's you. Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have. They are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and anyone who would follow suit, that it's possible. He can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
Хорошо, Кассандра. Мы поговорим с Калином. Так, окей. Мы поговорим с Калином. Но... это уже будет... не понял. Это уже будет в следующей части. Вот это что? Где, сука, этот амулет? В поисках амулета. Отправиться на разведку в поисках амулета. А, ставка командования, точно. Ладно. Окей, на этом мы данную часть закончим. Поговорим мы с Калином уже о его пристрастии к лириуму уже в следующей части. Также отправим ставку командования и двинемся дальше по сюжету. Надеюсь, данная часть вам понравилась. С вами был, как всегда, JB и Вестник Контраста в игре Dragon Age Inquisition. Специально для игрового канала корпорации Umbrella. Увидимся уже совсем скоро. Не забываем вступать в нашу группу ВКонтакте и в Фейсбуке. Всем удачи и пока-пока.